recording has begun. What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Run Those Games podcast. Today we got actually a good healthy size show, so I hope y'all got your snacks, your food, all your fruit cups, your apple sauces, your glizzies, whatever it may be. Now, before we get on to the podcast, do what I'm saying, let me go ahead and go in first real quick. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the streams and squad and all that good shit on Twitch lately. Shit been real, and it's been lovely. Gonna keep pushing forward and, getting RTG name up out there and all the other good stuff, as well as make sure you copy yourself some of that Woozilla merch and all the other good stuff. I got some more designs coming to that store soon. If you don't know what that is spread.shop/Woozilla36 and copy yourself some of that merch and all the other good stuff. Now, let's go ahead and go around the horn and let everybody just introduce themselves. Rambo, I'm going ahead and go.
That's tough, man. I always go first, man, but you stink. What's going on, people? It's your boy Rambo Gamer, motherfucker. I'm back with another one, goddammit. Got a new emo coming out.
Boy, if you don't get...
Hey, Biggie.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hey, Biggie, you gonna interrupt my whole shit? That's crazy. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Let me hurry up before he disconnect me. Yeah, got a new emo coming out. Rambo got a turnover, man. I got a fucking turnover. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the nigga Woo. Been going crazy on Twitch lately, you know what I'm saying? I will be streaming Ghost of Tsushima tonight. Make sure y'all pull up for that. And stay off them glizzies, man.
Alright, Biggie, go ahead.
Woo! It's showtime!
Hello.
It's so ghetto here.
Ready to talk games.
There we go.
Ghetto here. It's so ghetto here. No, it's...
What'd I do, man?
Fuck no, baby!
Any old way. Now, everybody's
and people, real
Oh,
quick, people, beware of the rebounding wing.
Shut your fucking mouth.
your whole mouth.
Beware.
Just
Shut your fucking mouth.
already with ignorance. But any old way, my people, make sure that you get this podcast everywhere where podcasts are available. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, and of course Anchor, which makes it easy for us to get our podcast heard on multiple platforms. Now, let's go ahead and jump on into the meat and potatoes of this thing. First things first, UFC 4 done got a reveal. I ain't gonna hold you. The reveal trailer that I actually did see was kind of dope. It had a bunch of different arenas, things like that. Like, it was fighting underground in the trenches and backyards and things like that. Obviously, it's gonna have its whole, organized thing, but it was nice. But I say that to say this, right? We know that for us to get a fight night, it's gonna take eons upon eons, right? It's gonna be a hot minute before we get what we want, which is a fight night. My only problem is, and it's not really a problem, it's more so like me nitpicking more than anything, because to anybody who's actually played UFC, you don't even have to get on the floor and kick. You just box in that game, which shows me that the mechanics ready for a UFC. I mean, for a fight night, right? But this game is to feature, if I'm not mistaken, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, if you got a pre-order. Oh, I got the beta for that too. I've definitely played it.
Yeah, so we want fight night, dog. That's all I can say. I love UFC. Don't get me wrong. I love UFC. It's fun. I actually really like watching UFC, preferably more than boxing. That's because I like the ground game and the clinch a lot. But I mean, it's one of those, like I said, it's nitpicking more than anything. But it is really disheartening more than anything for y'all to add these boxers that we know ain't got no feet. They got hands. That's what they do. They throw them hands. You feel me? And it's like, can we get a fight night or a boxing night out or something? Just something.
Yeah, at this point, just give us a regular boxing game. You don't even have to give us a regular fight night, because we know, normal people know why we can't get a fight night.
Yeah.
Because the way that they want to do the fight night, the bag that they would have to dish out is out fucking outrageous, dog. So I completely understand why we ain't getting a fight night.
Oh, that
if we do get a fight night, it's
money.
gonna take forever. Just to get Floyd in there is probably half the damn budget. So
Gonna be playing PS2 graphics just to have a fight night, bro.
Like, give us another. Like, just give us something, bro. Like, give us just an online mode where we can create a character and fight online with a story mode. Give us that. You don't have to give us the whole other shit. Like, give us something, bro. Like, that community is just hungry for something. Or let me help you out. Let me give you an easier route. Port the shit over, bitch. Man, I'm done.
I mean, yeah, the best they could do at this point is because Xbox One already has Fight Night. You can play the Champions joint, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to play it on next gen, or at least I would imagine you could, right?
You can play it. You can play it on Xbox One now if you have the old disc or whatever.
It's not in the store.
Huh? I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to check. Well, I know for a fact that it was on the backwards compatible list. I remember watching videos of people playing it. I mean, shit, Ricky was doing streams about that.
Yeah,
shit.
remember it's backwards compatible. Remember, them backwards compatible list also is included that some of those backwards compatible games you have to have the disc for.
I'm not.
It's either you have to have the disc or you have to buy it again on the store.
I remember. I know that Black Ops 1, that game. For like, it was like for like the longest time you could not buy it off the store because like it would glitch. It was like, yeah, it's not here. I'm like, how is a digital game? Okay, sidebar. Make this make sense. How is a digital fucking game don't exist all of a sudden?
Quick other sidebar. Not even just digital games. Not even just digital games. This is just my gripe with digital products at all. How the fuck do you run out? How the fuck do you go out of stock on a digital product? How?
Well, I'm pretty sure it goes by the same way as regular shit. It's just like a code. If they don't have
they can't generate more codes.
They can, but what I'm saying is
time.
it doesn't. It's not like it just every time someone buys one, it generates a new code. That's not how it works. They generate a certain amount of codes, and if them shits get bought out, they have to then regenerate codes. I don't know how long that process takes. It may sound like it just takes a couple minutes, but
I don't think that the process of actually generating more codes to the extent that some places have to because they sell a lot. I don't think it's necessarily a quick and easy process. My issue is
how much money it probably costs.
My issue is the unpreparedness of something selling out, or it's the same thing that we talk. For me, at least in my opinion, it's the same thing how we talk about not to the same extent because obviously it's a little different, but with Fortnite and all these other games that when the game doesn't properly work, they say they weren't expecting this many people. You expect the unexpected.
Yeah, but like, I get what you're saying. Be more prepared because I'd rather be more prepared than less prepared.
It's very tough with business like that because you don't want to spend more than your return.
Let's do this. Let's take a game like, I don't know. Let's just take a stupid ass game like Disc Jam. Let's take a game like that. Let's say them niggas bought the servers up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody play that fucking game. Now you paying for servers for no fucking reason.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very tough when it comes to business, especially for like new business, because you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to spend more than what your return is going to be.
And then, like, think about Fortnite. When Fortnite came out, Fortnite was only supposed to be, at the time, it was supposed to be a single-player game.
Yeah. And the Battle Royale was supposed to be a joke of PUBG.
Yeah, you're supposed to have to pay for the Battle Royale. So, and then the way that shit, like, when it first came out, like, I didn't realize, I had went back to my messages on fucking Twitter. I got codes from Fortnite when it first came out. I didn't fucking care because I didn't give a fuck about no goddamn Fortnite. Like nobody else did. And then out of nowhere, it just blew the fuck up. Them niggas couldn't have been prepared for that.
I won't say that no one cared because definitely there was still a lot of people on it when it first came out.
I'm talking about when it was just single player before the whatchamacallit.
The single player it's not what people were looking for. Because as much as like the single player is cool, but it's very like it's that mindless like for a lot of people it's kind of boring because it's nothing new. It's nothing different. I could have just went and played COD Zombies pretty much. Instead of going out and buying another game that I'm going to be doing the cartoon version of it with a building. So it's the survival mode was not what people were looking for, but as soon as they came out with the Battle Royale, that was what people were looking for. Even though the Battle Royale was supposed to be a joke on PUBG, when it came out, it took the fuck off immediately. Because it was something different. The last big Battle Royale was, like I said, PUBG. And PUBG is a very serious one.
I can say, only because I had that shit early, was that shit, it did not immediately take off. The first two, maybe like month and a half or so, it was very slow. It didn't really take off till like maybe month 3 or 4 when that became fun, because at first there was like really nothing to it. It was bare bones to the maximum. But around like I want to say month 3, month 4, that's when that shit actually did start to get fun. Only because I remember that because that's when everybody was streaming it, as well as that's when I started playing a lot. Not to say like I'm the official fucking this game lit person, you feel me? But I just remember that vividly because that's when I seen everybody playing that shit. Like the first month, it was here and there. It was bare bones. People were like, whatever. But I forgot what update it was. But next thing I know, Fortnite just took off, and it was actually fun. Which I don't really want to talk about because me thinking about the fun days of Fortnite hurts my soul. Because we ain't never gonna get them shits back.
No, people too sweaty on that game now.
Bro,
but
I've never seen a game that's so sweaty to where it's so thoroughly unenjoyable.
I guess I have a different point of view on it because a lot of the content creators I watch, a lot of them were like the people that were getting like sponsored deals to play the game, like the Battle Royale when it first came out.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So, for me at least, in my point of view, it was already like because a lot of people in their comments were like playing it and they love the game and stuff like that. So, from my point of view, it looked like it was doing good from not day one, obviously, but like week 1 it felt like.
Yeah, it might have felt like that, but it took a minute. It took a minute for people to start gravitating to it. Like people were eyeing it, but it wasn't where it is now. Or not going to say where it is now, but like where it was at that time. It definitely took a minute. That's why they were paying those content creators that bag to play it. They were basically like force feeding people to
trying to get people to notice it.
Yeah, and I mean it worked. It definitely worked.
Yeah. Because when your favorite content creator is only uploading that game, you're like, man, what is this game?
It hurts my soul because it was so much fun, and then it just became just AIDS. Fucking.
Because everybody wants to be competitive. It's kind of the same thing that happened with, even though we can still play Overwatch as a squad. Overwatch like the year 1 versus Overwatch now is 2 completely different games.
Oh, fuck year 1 Overwatch.
Definitely fucking because of Bastion with the shield. After they got rid of that, because that didn't even. I don't remember that lasting too long. Because I think that was only in the beta.
It didn't last too long. That got.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it was only in the beta, and as soon as the game came out, I was like, "Oh, y'all don't like that? Yeah, scrap it."
Yo, hey, that right there, Saturday. It's Saturday.
So, y'all don't like that? All right, cool.
Bro, that was AIDS. The fact that everybody could pick the same hero was AIDS.
I was glad when that was gone.
Oh my god. All that was... I ain't gonna lie. Watching this 2K footage, by the way, that sidebar is just... this is a fun game. But, dog, that was so AIDS. The full team of Torbjorns back when his turret was like OP.
Mm-hmm.
The full team of Roadhogs, I ain't gonna lie, I participated in that. Shut your mouth.
I was about to say, fuck that. Roadhogs and Divas. Fuck that specifically.
Hey.
Reinhardt's weren't that big of a deal because you just had to go get Pharah.
Yeah, all you had to do is go get Pharah, or if you were A to get Genji, or Reaper, actually. Reinhardt was easy when you think about it.
I didn't know for the longest time. So I didn't know that with Genji, his deflect works on Reinhardt's hammer.
It does?
Yeah. It works on Reinhardt's hammer.
I ain't gonna hold you. You just put me on some. I ain't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know that until because I remember I was going against my friend. We were doing 1v1s on Overwatch for some reason, just having fun.
Right.
And I had Roadhog, and I hooked him, and he was Genji, and he got upset because he had his deflect out, and I hooked him like, yeah, your deflect doesn't stop a hook. He's like, but it stops Reinhardt's hammer. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Like, all right, go get Reinhardt. Watch. I'm like, I swear I just hit you. So yeah, his deflect works on Reinhardt's hammer. I did not know that.
That my man Biggie said.
Punch him, stop the cap.
Oh, that shit was wild. Yo.
But I mean,
But like I said, year one, Overwatch versus now Overwatch, two completely different games. I'm sorry, but if you haven't played Overwatch yet, and you were thinking about playing it, don't even try it. It's not going to be fun trying to learn how to play as a new person. It's not like coming back to the game where you already have some experience.
I'd look at it like this: if you don't have experience in competitive shooters or at least hero-based shooters, yeah, you're kind of screwed. Like
If you're planning on trying to get better at Overwatch, I'm pretty sure you haven't played competitive.
Like you have to have some type of history playing competitive shooters in some way, shape, or form. Or if you're not the type of person who is what's the word I'm looking for? I guess willing to learn, because Overwatch does have a learning curve to it. It's not steep. It's not steep like a Siege or a CS:GO.
Every character has a different level of a learning curve.
Yeah, some are easier than others. Like you can pick up a soldier and be okay.
Yeah. Like if you're new to the game, if you're playing with us, you're new to the game. Immediately, just go with soldier.
Yep, go soldier.
You can heal yourself. You got rockets, and you got an AR, and you can sprint.
Hey, we got all the technical shit. Just follow us to the promised land. Do as we say. We gonna be alright.
Some of the more technical characters, yeah, nah. Stay away from those for a while.
Yeah, nah, don't do that. Like Zen, don't pick Zen. Don't do it. I'll fight you. I swear to God, I'll fight you.
People like Zenyatta, Ashe, McCree without Fan the Hammer is very, like, he has a high learning curve.
If you're able to use McCree without spamming Fan the Hammer, and I'm not saying like not spamming, it's like not a good thing, but I mean like if you're able to actually like pick people off, oh, you a different breed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when you actually know how to pick people off, that takes skill.
Yeah.
Who else? Genji.
Another high skill.
As annoying as Genji is, he takes a lot of skill to use.
That's what I said. A lot of skill.
Yeah.
He's a high skill character.
Yeah, because it's like, even though like a lot of people hate his deflect, if you mistime that shit,
oh, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're just a sitting duck.
You getting punished. You get punished.
You're just a sitting duck. Like imagine. So let's put it like this: if I'm Roadhog and a Genji sees me and his just innate reaction was to go to deflect, now you can't even do nothing to me
for like 3 seconds. It's like a 2 or 3 seconds.
So now I can just hook you. Now I can just hook you when it's over, because that stops your deflect.
Yeah. It's a wrap for you.
Yeah, it looked like a duck. Like
hey yo, facts. That's what
we got so off topic. We supposed to be talking about what, Fortnite?
No, we're talking about
what
UFC.
We talking about
we're talking. No, I stayed on track, baby. No, we were talking about UFC and how we just wanted a simple boxing game, and actually gave me time to ponder a little bit. I mean, hell, they give us a punch out of some sort. If we're being completely honest.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want no fucking punch out.
I'm not saying like you get what I'm saying. Just something like that. Since they had the technology, the tech to do it.
Give us like, yeah, I wouldn't even be mad if 2K came out with like a boxing game, like kind of like how they doing the battlegrounds, the WWE battlegrounds shit.
Yeah,
I would not be mad if it was something like that, something a little bit more cartoony.
Just scratch that itch.
Strictly, like super playing, and I feel like 2K has the bag to get them niggas to want to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would just like you give me a punch out. What was that joint for the Dreamcast? Yo, Ready to Rumble.
Hey yo, let's get ready to rumble. Yo, I cannot lie. That game was fire. My nigga with the fro.
Yes.
Stretch. Hey yo, that nigga was lit. That nigga hit you with a haymaker. It's GG's for your ass.
Dead ass, dog.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, we showing our age.
I don't give
I was
a
gonna say
fuck.
I have no clue what that game is.
Man, this young
You don't
nigga
know
here,
what that
dog.
is?
I hate big
Hey,
man.
yo.
No, I don't know. What
Hold
that
on, I
game
got
is,
you. Hold on, I got you. You don't
Hey,
know what that is.
but straight up though, like they give something like that, like just something to just scratch that boxing itch, just to get it, just like to get the ball rolling. Just something, because that's what the fans want. Don't get me wrong, fans want UFC, but I mean, two things can coexist. We can have UFC and boxing. I mean, for fuck's sake, we did before on the older consoles. I mean, there's definitely UFC games with Fight Night. Granted, the UFC games weren't as good as Fight Night. We ain't gonna talk about it, but they were there.
They were there. It's the principle.
Oh, because I definitely played. I think it was UFC Undisputed 1, 2, and 3. But there are also like MMA games before those as well, I think, and they were horrible. I mean, UFC Undisputed 1 and 2 were okay. 3 was all right, but like the ground mechanics weren't all the way there yet.
Oh no.
They weren't
Yeah.
where they're supposed to be, because you had to rotate your analog stick, and it was like RNG based. It wasn't like by speed or anything. It was literally just RNG.
So let me go ahead, since I'm the only one that's played UFC 4. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little rundown of so far how I'm feeling about this UFC 4.
I'm gonna deafen myself. Nope.
So you're just telling me.
Yep. He said, hold up.
Wait,
he's
time out.
he's telling
I was
you
gonna say,
and the
Woo-
listeners.
Wait, Woo.
Uh-huh.
If you deafen yourself, they can't hear us.
No, they can
You
hear
just gotta
y'all.
take off your headset.
Oh, good point.
Hold on. Whoa, what you deafening yourself for? I'm not.
He don't want to hear it.
Oh, you're not spoiling nothing? I bet. We good. I'm about to say, I don't want to know, dog. I'm going in naked when it comes to that game, bro. Naked. Because I'm getting it regardless, but I'm going in naked. Alright, go ahead, bro. Tell the people. I forgot Buddy's name was Spin the Block YouTube. That is great.
Wait, his name was what?
Look at the stream or whatever, and look at the big man's name. He's gonna get the ball again pretty soon.
I'm pretty sure we was making jokes about that. No, I wasn't there.
You was there. It was me, Rambo, and K. Me and Rambo making jokes.
I hope
about
y'all. I was gonna say. I hope y'all was making jokes.
it. Oh, it was big perk popping in that. But Rambo, you busy or something, my nigga?
No, what? I don't know why I got moved.
You got well, okay. Well, go ahead and tell the people about UFC 4, my G.
Alright, so UFC 4 compared to the last game, because I played 3 for, I probably got like 100 hours in 3. UFC 4 is a very, so far, it is very well optimized for a console game. That game is very smooth. The ground game, and that ground game is lit.
It is.
And I don't like ground game. Like, I'm usually a nigga that like to stand up and fight. Ground game in that game is fun. It's smooth. It works. It ain't no bull crap to that game. The takedown stuff is real smooth. Getting out of it. The mechanics of that game, you can just tell that they fine-tuned the mechanics of that game. To me personally. Graphics, wasn't really expecting nothing from the graphics or anything. If you watch the latest UFC fight, they got all the niggas from that fight, all the niggas from that card in there. Usman, of course they got Khabib and Conor McGregor. They don't have Tyson and them in there yet. I was hoping they would at least put one of them in there, just so I could see how bad their ground game is, because we all know they're gonna have a ground game above 30.
Beating the. Oh man, go ahead. My bad.
Facts. But that game, the game feels really good, bro. I'm actually really excited for that game, and I ain't been excited for a UFC game in ever. So it's definitely a good game, a good beta so far. Granted, some shit is probably subject to change, but it's definitely gonna be probably worth the money when it come out.
Good. That's all I can hear.
Probably.
When is this shit coming out?
Probably later this year. Because I think, because I'm not mistaken, UFC comes out like around the Sports Rush, so 2K, Madden. Like, it comes out like with all those, if I remember correctly.
I'm pretty sure.
I actually think it comes out.
So you might have to go peep. I don't remember, but
UFC 4 is set to release. That is not UFC 4. September. So it might actually come out after 2K. Well, no. It'll probably come out after 2K.
probably.
Most likely.
Oh, I lied. August 14th.
So it comes out before.
Comes out on my dad's birthday. That's crazy.
Hey, that's okay with me. We got jobs right here.
August 14th? That's a month from now? Oh, yeah. I'm with that. It's probably better that they release it before Madden and before 2K.
Yeah, it is. I'm surprised the EA is actually learning their lessons.
Well, I think they always dropped UFC before.
Let me see.
Let me just look.
Let me see.
Because
Well,
the
they
last one
did,
they dropped was on February 2nd.
That was
UFC
after then.
Came out
Yep.
on February 2nd, 2018.
Yep, and then 2 came out. Yeah, March 15th. So they don't. Oh yeah, then UFC, the very first one that came on next gen or whatever. I remember that one vividly because that demo pissed me off beyond measure. June 17th. So yeah, it just comes out when they feel like it.
It's just
Like,
so
all right, we're
happens that it's coming out with all the other sports games, and I feel like the only reason
they
it's
just
coming
like,
out,
all right, we done.
and I feel like the only reason it's even coming out then is because they wanted to put it out on this console, and I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a next gen console version of it.
Oh, gotta be.
Most likely.
Gotta be.
They haven't announced it, but I'm pretty sure there will be one. It may not come out this year. It'll probably come out next year.
If they didn't, I'd be amazed.
Same. There's too much money to be made there.
Way too much. I mean, shit, we don't know what these consoles looking like, what they about to be hitting on, and motherfuckers already.
These consoles looking very scary right now because all these games that was getting delayed for the next gen consoles all of a sudden coming out on the current gens.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know who this hurts more, right?
Who?
Xbox. Because this is one of their console release games. Like, they were bundling this game with their console. Not this game, but that game that we all know what I'm talking about. That game was supposed to be bundled with the Xbox. That game sounds like it's gonna be butt. Yeah,
A
man.
lot of games that sound like they're about to be.
That's an Xbox. When is y'all little press conference where y'all supposed to be releasing some more shit? I think that's
This week, I
coming up
think.
soon or next week sometime. Hey, I hope y'all niggas got some heat and y'all not finna show us a bunch of shit that PlayStation already showed
I
us.
swear to God, I ain't gonna lie. If they show us Fable, I'm gonna lose it.
I don't think they're gonna show Fable yet. I think that game is still in like talking, like still working shit out type shit. They haven't even. I don't even think they actually started working on the game. Because remember, they just put out that they were going to start working on it. I don't think they've even started any type of gameplay or anything like that. They might announce it that it's coming out, but they ain't gonna show us shit.
I feel like they would.
And even then, if they show it, we know that shit ain't coming out for another 4 years.
I mean, as long as they don't rush it, I'll be okay. And the funny thing is, as long as they don't do nothing stupid with it. Like,
It's not even with that. They can't do nothing stupid with none of that shit.
like you already got the like the thing is, like, you already got the bag, like with the Fable franchise. Like, we know what we getting into. You know, like what time it is. Like imagine like they took the ability to choose a way out of Fable, or just to run rampant and have like a bunch of different kids, or like a bunch of adventures and shit that you could go on. Or like to take out the ability to have a normal 9-to-5 job. Like, dog, imagine they took all that out. It's like you fumbled. There was a bag, and you fumbled it to the highest degree.
Yeah,
like this took effort. Like, this took effort right here.
Oh, just like they fucked over Steelman.
We ain't gonna talk about that. That's
We don't. I would say we don't speak of that game.
Trust me, and I say this every time. Nobody was more hurt than me and Prophecy. I promise you. Nobody.
I seen that and immediately started trying to fight people online. That would probably be the one time I ever became like a Xbot ever.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to fight anybody who was slandering Xbox at that point.
Like y'all both gonna have to see me.
I'll fight everybody in this. Yeah, I was so hurt.
I had to plug in my PlayStation. Son of a bitch.
But all right. Well, that's enough about talking about them. Let's go ahead and move on to the meat potatoes. Damn near about what we was gonna talk about. Actually, nah. Quick other sidebar, yo. So remember that Samurai Jack game that we covered a while back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that game's supposed to come out sometime this summer, actually, summer 2020.
What game?
Samurai Jack. That
Ah,
game.
That shit.
That game is to feature the OG voice actors.
Oh yeah.
Say word.
Yeah, so like remember the Irish cat? He gonna be in that. The prep dog gonna be in that. Bro, I'm lit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Cause that's not gonna be one of a game changer game, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely gonna be probably like that undercover heat where it's like, yo, this actually fire.
When is that supposed to come out?
Summer 2020, so sometime between now and September.
Bet. Because you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. That, and I think my number one contender for the biggest sleeper of the year, I think it might be that Avengers game. Because that shit is not getting the hype that it was getting when that shit was announced. That shit done slipped under the radar. Niggas is forgetting about that shit. I feel like that game might actually be hot when that shit come out. That's a co-op superhero game. Something we ain't had since Ultimate Alliance. You telling me and the homies could gang up and be them niggas? That game might be some slow key.
Just might be.
It got potential.
It definitely got potential. It got mad potential. But throw that Iron Man VR, throw that shit away.
The whole shit, throw it away.
The whole shit, throw it away. Nobody want that bullshit. Mommy, I'm Iron Man. Look at me. Then now you got a fucking hole in your wall because you let your little Tommy run into the damn wall. I'm sorry, I'm getting
I mean, we being honest here.
X.
That's VR. Now. Oh, I'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and go down the line. So, Ghost of Tsushima drops this Friday, tomorrow, in about maybe 4 hours for some of y'all. It drops 5 hours for me, or actually 2 hours for me.
We're dropping 2 hours for everybody.
Oh yeah, because it's 9 o'clock here, then 12 o'clock
The only,
everywhere
people,
else.
the only people that got it is the niggas that bought it on New Zealand accounts. Chris Smooth.
I mean, he know the game.
Just a fact.
I'm hating. But yeah, so Ghost of Tsushima's dropping. Trust and believe we gonna definitely play that thing over here. I gotta play it. I ain't get this excited for nothing. I'm getting on that. Now let's go ahead and talk about this Ubisoft Forward. We're gonna review it at the end of all this. But first, we gotta go through the main key points of it, and I made sure to highlight the key points. We was not gonna sit here and talk about them talking. Nope. They showed some more Watch Dogs Legion gameplay, and I ain't gonna hold you. I'm really trying to fade somebody with grandma, dog. It still gotta happen, bro.
On game, nigga. If we can have a group of grandmas, you know I'm naming them the Golden Girls, my nigga.
So, can I go first so I can go get some food?
Go ahead, naughty.
Yeah, I need to do the PlayStation thing anyway. Go ahead.
So, as y'all know, we are all very skeptical when it comes to Ubisoft, but I'm not gonna lie. After seeing some of the gameplay, hearing some of the reviews, the gameplay especially sold me. I'm like, yo, they might not have sold the bag with this. And it surprised me because Ubisoft is known for selling the bag when the game first releases, at least. And this one's looking very promising. I'm actually looking forward to this. Not hyped. Different. Looking forward to it. Because even though they show gameplay, I don't know what the whole game gonna play like. They showed like 3 hours. There's more than 3 hours of gameplay in that entire game. Yeah. I don't know how the whole thing is gonna be. Don't know the full story because the story could be trash. The story could be garbage. But as of right now, and as of what we know, I'm actually looking forward to this game because it doesn't look like they're going to sell the bag, hopefully. But those are my thoughts. I will,
Go get food. Oh, non-eat motherfucker. Now, my personal impressions of it, looks good. The game actually does look good. The main thing that caught my attention with it is the fact that there are multiple options to attack an objective. That's something I like. So depending on, you kind of have to like use your brain a little bit. Now you can go in mindless and cause chaos, this, that, and the third. However, there's also the ability, like say if we had to go to a construction site and infiltrate it there because they have one of the operations running from that location, and I just so happen to have a construction worker a part of the team, guess what I get to do? I get to basically go in as a construction worker, all low key, nobody suspecting me, and go ham and handle my business. So you can handle that way. You can do it by having a hacker. They basically give you options to do one thing, which is one of the smartest things you can do in a game like this. Give players the option to attack an objective through multiple different assets, or facets, I should say. I like it, and I like what I've seen from that game, and it looks like fun above all else. Like as far as replayability, I don't know because I don't know too much about the story yet. It's probably more the same. But just the ability just to choose like who I want to play as, have a bunch of like older women, on my squad, having the drunk Irishman that they showed, a hacker, a freaking librarian or whatever. Like, dog, that just seems like endless amount of fun to me. That's what I got from it. I like the gameplay from what I've seen. I gotta get my hands on it, and I'm gonna get ignorant when it do drop. Cause I definitely plan on copping it when it do drop. Rambo, what you got? Rambo? You sound low as shit.
Yeah, cause my fucking blue snowball fucking cord just broke.
Perfect timing.
I know, right? Great fucking timing.
It's alright, I'll turn you up though. Alright, say something.
Yeah.
Alright, you're better.
Alright. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm ready for this game, bro. When this game got announced, I was definitely like, this is a great concept. And if they do it right, for the first time in I don't know how long, Ubisoft could have Game of the Year. The gameplay looks good. It looks like instead of one character being on how to do a bunch of shit, it's a bunch of different type of characters doing a bunch of different shit. I cannot lie, I'm about to have a team full of grandmas and an assassin, because the combat with the assassin,
that looked crazy. The hitman,
yo, that shit looked hot. I cannot lie. I need it, bro. I definitely fucking need it, bro. That shit look like it's gonna be good. And man, Ubisoft, if y'all fumble the bag, I swear to great movie. I'm gonna piss on y'all lawn. I ain't gonna send y'all death threats because I ain't that weird nigga. I'm a
facts.
That's still pretty weird to go find their address and then piss in their lawn.
Man, how hard is it to find a big ass sign that say Ubisoft?
I mean, how do you know that? Wait, do you even know where their headquarters is?
I'm pretty sure it's probably in Texas, actually.
Well, no, so let's say the headquarters that worked on that game, because I don't think every headquarters works on the same game.
all I know is we have the best assassin class ever.
No, because the headquarters you might be looking for might not even be in the U.S.
Can I lie? It's in France. Hey, y'all niggas trying to go see Ratatouille?
Let's do it. I'm trying to get a croissant. Word to Dennis.
Hey, facts. But nah, but for real though, Ubisoft, hey yo, don't fuck this game up for me. I'm really trying to listen. That's gonna be my first walkthrough, dog. The Golden Girls, a team of nothing but grannies. I'm thinking my bad. And I'll be back because now I gotta go see if I can go find another core for my blue snowball.
Yeah, his microphone cord decided to just say, I give up. Yeah, literally, I give up. Now, let's go and continue on with the show then. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, they did two things. They showed us the reveal trailer that showed us some of the gameplay along with explaining some of the story, which was dope. Make sure you go watch the reaction on the channel, you dig what I'm saying? As well as they showed us 30 minutes of just pure gameplay. Now, that I'll actually show y'all right now because y'all need to see this. But I'm not gonna lie, I like what I seen. I definitely like what I seen. But there's a big old B-U-double-T in this.
There's a big donk on that.
But I don't want my choices to not matter. You feel me? That's like the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
Like we've had too many games where you get choices instead of third, but they just don't fucking matter. Like you get like the same ending. I don't want that going into this game. I want to actually have my choices make sense. So I decided to be a complete and total savage. I want the savage ending where I die in flames. Or where I set the world ablaze. You never know. If I choose the more peaceful ending, fuck it, have it end like the Avatar. And everybody's just at peace. Or I get assassinated. You never know. But like, just something. Just something. Don't have the game just be, yeah, we have a bunch of choices that you can make within this game. And they will all lead to the dynamic events. Like, I don't, dog, fuck them dynamic events. And they don't actually add to the story that I am playing. And it does not alter it in any way. Because at that point, I might fuck around and do not even gonna say two walkthroughs, but I might do one where I'm like, I'm gonna be an asshole for the first half and then be more lenient towards the second half of the game. So it's all gonna be the same.
Since everything's gonna be the exact fucking same, what's the point?
Exactly. And I will say though, while the game does look good graphically, I will say, can we please stray away from this gray color palette? I get the aim they're going for. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know the exact location. I think it's England, or the Netherlands, or something like that. Something overseas that's actually got greenery.
Something over there.
That got greenery and actually is a little bit more vibrant. Can we please get some more color in this thing? Just a little bit. It's so I get the whole dark and gritty, but you could still be dark and gritty, but still have more colors to your thing instead of just gray, brown, and green. You feel me?
Yeah. It is tough though, because especially since it's Vikings, not a lot of shit was keeping that gritty color palette and trying to make it colorful is going to be very tough for the landscape that they have to make for what they're doing. Because a lot of times it was very violent shit, even the raids and shit. I'm pretty sure there was not much color when you was raiding. There's not much color you can put into raiding the castle, because everything's going to end up covered in dirt and shit like that. Dirt, blood, and dust.
But I mean, if you actually look at dirt and shit like that, it actually does have more color to it than just a plain old darkish brown to it.
No, I'm not. So I'm not saying I'm not saying there's no color. I'm talking about because a lot of people, especially me, I've been very big advocate of, I'm tired of gray color palette to my game. But I don't know how colorful I want them to get with a game like this. Because if you make it too vibrant and it looks too happy, it's why is this shit so happy and I'm murdering people for the time period that it's supposed to be?
Well, to that point, I would say Vikings did love fighting and pride themselves on combat. And it was not like a somber thing. They want to die in combat.
Yeah, once again, I get a lot of like what you're saying. It's the color palette that they're, because even though Vikings like it, the color palette that they'd want to go for to get the actual mood for what's going on is kind of like that grayish, but it doesn't need to be too gray, and that gritty color palette. That's why I'm like it was different when it was, say, like Egypt or like the Romans and shit like that, because it's like it's more in a colorful area versus like, because not, especially a lot of the cities that they would portray in say Odyssey or in Origins, they look like very peaceful cities, so there's not much going on. Right. Whereas Vikings, where they went, they brung violence all the time.
Well, this game's trying to paint them in a different light too, as well, though, which is also refreshing.
It is refreshing, but it's just like the premise of Vikings. Like, if you heard Vikings were coming into your city, you don't just assume it's going to be a good time. You assume it's time for me to leave before I am brutally murdered.
Which they say is the perception that they're trying to change, because they said that's just how people
what we're taught, essentially.
How they view.
Not really
how they were. They were really peaceful people. And then like I kind of zoned out when they started fully talking about it. But
like, I don't think that they were completely violent, but to say like peaceful for people
they were saying that they were peaceful people, and like in the press conference, they were saying that they were peaceful people, and they were just, I forgot what the exact wording they used. But they said they weren't really they were hunters, but they weren't people hunters. That's the kind of view that Vikings get. Like, we coming to steal your shit type ass. No, and that's not how they work.
Compared to what we were all taught.
Yeah.
I need to do my own research on it then, because.
Well, just all you have to do is just go back and watch the press conference. I'm talking about.
I'm not going off of what I need to go do. I'll do the research.
Well, no, myself. I'm talking about what they're talking, because I'm talking about how they're going to portray the Vikings in the game.
I get what you're saying.
How what real life says they really were is probably completely different from what they're trying to portray in the game. That's why I said just probably watch the conference so you can see how they're going about it.
I would also say, though, we've discussed this a lot too, though. History is told by the victor anyways.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell the goddamn KKK members that the wrong fucking flag. Like,
they could try all they want to, but that shit don't matter, nigga, you lost. But
I was like, hey Rambo, it's told by the victors, because anybody who went to an American high school got told, yeah, the South lost.
By the way
South lost like a motherfucker.
By the way they put these flags up, you were damn sure they won.
Nah. You want to know how you know that? They know they didn't win. Because you know what their favorite saying is? The South will rise again. Meaning, we fail.
Well, we gonna come back eventually.
Eventually, you know.
Nigga said, I see y'all next week.
Yo, facts.
No,
I'll be back.
In American high schools, definitely one of the first things you learn about the Civil War, the South lost. And then you learn
so what we learning
Lincoln.
today? Y'all gonna learn about how the South lost. Did we lose, or did we lose? Y'all got y'all
whooped.
Hey, Abraham Lincoln took y'all slaves and y'all ain't know how to act. They took y'all manpower and y'all was just sitting there stuck.
Just hold that pussy, nigga.
He was like, yeah, what you gonna do without your work?
Motherfucker said, what am I gonna do without my work? Huh?
It's like, wait, but it's funny because when you think about it, it's like the South was trying to leave the North, and they still was. Then Abraham Lincoln pretty much looked at them and be like, look, I know you're trying to leave, you ain't trying to follow our rules. Get rid of your slaves. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no rebel. Nope. Get rid of your slaves.
I mean, but if we're being completely honest about that thing, though, we're being honest.
No, I'm not saying that like it was a good thing, like he was doing it for a good cause. No, he was only doing it to win a war. And still, they didn't get rid of all their slaves immediately.
Nope.
Because what was it like?
1940s, 1950s. It was still around.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was still for a long time, like before people realized, wait, we're not slaves anymore.
Yeah. Woo, that tell you that damn hole I went into. Ain't gonna talk about it. Let's keep moving. Ooh, nigga was mad for like a month straight. I was like, yo, I'm about to murder everybody. Oh, but talk more about Assassin's Creed though. There was something in here that I thought was kind of cool. So they essentially said that they shortened the amount of weapons that they have in the game, right? So that way it's more focused combat. As well as almost, I think they said every weapon in this game, obviously within logic, is dual wieldable. So you can have 2 axes, 2 shields, 2 swords. I thought that was dope.
Can I have 2 assassin blades?
That is a question they didn't answer, but you can have 1 thus far. We got to see on that. One thing that did have me concerned though, not even concerned, but kind of irritated, was they said that they were like for like the open world thing, or whatever, right? Which I'm all for, right?
If it's living, like we've talked about before.
Oh yeah, but I mean, they didn't, to my recollection, Assassin's Creed Odyssey had a decent world to it. I think it was color, honestly. I didn't get more hours in that game, but they want to challenge people as far as like navigating and discovering secrets. So there'll be times, and it shows in the gameplay, where you'll like have to find like an article or like an artifact in a house that contains a skill that you might want or need or something like that. You can shoot like your arrow or something through the window and like knock a piece of wood furniture over to unlock that door, which I thought was kind of dope. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought that was dope. One thing that did kind of have me a little aggravated that I'm not looking forward to though, you're going to have to eat to stay alive.
Oh, so they actually have like a hunger bar.
Yes, you have a hunger bar.
Well,
like that's me nitpicking. Not gonna lie, it's me nitpicking. I just don't want to do that. I'm not even gonna hold you. I just don't want to fucking do that.
it depends. I guess it depends on how like frequent they have it showing up. Because if it's like if you don't eat for a day, then you get this like for a gaming day, you know. But like if it's the video game 24 hours you don't eat, and then all of a sudden your player is like super weak and super sluggish and shit like that, it's like I don't want to have to like remember every like 30 minutes to go get something to eat.
I don't think it's gonna be that dramatic. I think it's gonna. I'm pretty sure
but if
be
it's like,
with it.
yeah, but if it's like you haven't ate in a week, you probably should eat.
Alright.
He's like, I can deal with that. So that's like while you're playing the game, unless you're playing it literally for a 24-hour marathon or something, it's like once. You gotta eat once in your entire playthrough for the day.
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
As long as it's not OD, like, ooh, and we probably gonna bring it up, so we're gonna wait.
Oh well, you gonna have to probably remember it because I don't know, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla's coming out. Fuck. Hold up, I gotta find the damn. I forgot. November 17th. Jesus, it was on the tip of my tongue. It's crazy. But it's dropping November 17th. Make sure y'all keep your eye on that thing. Now, next one.
We was done.
Oh, what? Did you have more?
Yeah, I thought we was still going with.
Keep going. Keep going, because you might say something that might click that remind me of something.
So, watching obviously a lot of the gameplay, watching it from Woo's stream, seeing all the gameplay, seeing other people's gameplay of it, especially TBH and them talking about it. The stamina bar for your horse and for your player. Why is that a fucking thing?
Realism.
What?
That you have a stamina bar for your horse, like
Red Horse. In what game?
Valhalla.
Dead Redemption, and Valhalla.
I mean, what games don't have that though?
No, but here's my thing. Assassin's Creed has never had a stamina bar for your horse because it's not.
Valid.
It's not a game. Like, you realize how big they make those worlds. It's not like Red Dead where they've already kind of had the stamina thing already in place for how big their world is. Assassin's Creed world was that big and they gave you horses every time. No stamina bar. You didn't have to worry about stamina. Just keep going to your location. All of a sudden, boom, you have a stamina bar. why do I have a stamina? Why do I have it on my horse as well? I could live with if it was just a stamina bar for the character. Like, that would just be like, alright, so I just can't spam moves. Oh, fucking well. Because I see that, I'm pretty sure they got that from like Sekiro and shit like that. Sekiro, Star Wars, shit like that. That stamina bar for your player while you're fighting. So I could live with that. It just means you can't sit there doing all the crazy moves all the time. Oh, right. The stamina bar for the horse just makes it like, so you just want me to spend even more time traveling the world. Why?
Why?
Why are you trying to force me to play this game longer than I have to?
And apparently their counter in that is they still have the feature where you can set your set the horse on the trail and it'll just take you there, and apparently it doesn't take stamina.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
That's not what I.
No,
not you, but them. No, I see what you're saying, right?
But it's still.
It's the principle, dog. Because maybe I want to drive. You feel me? Maybe I want to just ride.
No, here's the other thing. I hear what you're saying. So what you're telling me is you realized it was a stupid fucking idea, and kept it in the game.
Talk that shit.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves in gaming is when a company knows what they did was a dumb fucking idea. So they give you a little workaround.
Just a little wiggle room.
Yeah, they give you a little workaround. It's like, so you knew it was a bad idea, and you still put it in the game. Call of Duty has done that. I'm pretty sure 2K did they? I'm 99% sure 2K did.
They probably did in some way, shape, or form. We just can't think of it right now.
They did it in some way, shape, or form.
We just can't think of it. That's all it is. We just can't think of it.
Pushing.
Yup.
They knew pushing was a bad idea. They knew it when they first put it in the game, and it still made it to the final game.
Thought that was a good idea. I definitely thought that was.
No. You know how I know they knew it was bad? You realize how quick they started putting fouls in? No, not even that. The pushing only worked really in the park. So they knew it was a bad idea to put it in the game, because everywhere else it was pretty much a foul if you did it. So they knew, like, you're not supposed to be pushing people, but it's the park, so let's just let them do it, knowing it was a stupid fucking idea.
It was definitely retarded, because I remember we was losing our mind. I mean, I know for a fact I was losing my mind. And Rambo, remember that game that we played where it was me, you, and K-Dog? And K-Dog got pushed all the way out the play and dude hit a 3?
Mm-hmm. No foul.
Bro, I sat there in disbelief like, wait. I know we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I know we didn't just lose like this. Like, you know, like when something bad happened and you just, like, your brain won't accept it?
Like, nah, that ain't just happened. That ain't just happened.
That nigga all the way
out.
Across the court, out of bounds, and K-Dog fell and could not get up. That's how we lost.
And they definitely knew that was a fucking bad idea. What did Call of Duty do? Was it Specialist?
Specialist.
Yeah, Specialist. Well, I don't think they thought Specialist was a bad idea.
Well, yeah.
But they ended up putting in a mode where Specialists didn't exist, so niggas just fucking shot.
Yeah.
The shock drones
that breathe fire. The shotguns that breathe fire.
Oh yeah. The shotguns that breathe fire. Every time, it's a horrible fucking idea. Oh, Woo, you missed it. Hey, no. You missed it, Woo. After you got it off, me and Rob went to go play gunfight for a little bit. The blueprint gunfights.
Yeah.
They gave us the fire shotgun, right? I shot him in the chest with a shotgun. Hit marker. He shot me in the chest with the same shotgun.
Hold on.
One shot.
Lit on fire.
Lit on fire. Hit him already. Hit marker, on fire, doesn't die. He shoots me once in the same spot. I die.
Burnt it. Crisp.
Gotta love it.
So
he said crisp. Hey, yo, Rambo, you ain't shit.
But
he said crisp.
What was it? Call of Duty did some other stuff too, but I can't think of it.
Satcoms.
A lot of Ghost was a bad fucking idea.
Because it's not there.
The gameplay, I was gonna say the gameplay. I'll give people that the gameplay wasn't necessarily bad. Everything else was a stupid fucking idea.
First you got 1 set cam, then you got 2 set cams.
They made those big ass maps. Ooh, they made them big ass maps for 6 people.
Y'all.
For 6v6.
The guns were forgettable.
There was there was only maybe one rememberable gun, barely rememberable, because I don't even know the gun because I ain't played the game.
A honey badger.
That gun.
Gotcha. I know it.
The way to get a nuke, is fucking retarded. Like the
chem strike.
extra way they put in, the chem strike, fucking retarded. I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
You can literally play this RNG version and just get it from the ground package or whatever. Yeah, the suitcase.
Yeah, from the suitcase shit. Don't know who thought that was a good fucking idea. And like the game, a lot of it, because I didn't play, so those are the only things I know. It's like a lot of the game's ideas were fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The game, from the actual gameplay standpoint, the game was fine. It's like the same thing with Modern Warfare right now. The gameplay is great.
Actually fun. Like the game could actually be fun.
Yeah. Like the 3-lane maps they've been adding. Like I love Shoot House. Y'all might not like it, but I love Shoot House because it's 3-lane.
With that new one that we played on, I like that.
The park one, 3-lane. It's fun. There's another one. What was the other one that they had?
I don't remember, but I know that one is fun. The one that we played last night, I actually enjoyed.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's another one that's a 3-lane that they added, and that one's good too. Like everything besides the gameplay was a horrible fucking idea for that game. Giving people safe space, horrible fucking idea.
See me. Still gotta see me.
It is the year 2020, and we still allow people in a first-person shooter to use things like rocket launchers. It is 20 and we still have rocket launchers. Like, why is that still a thing? It should only be in a game like Battlefield or like in Ground War, and you can pick it up. It's a special weapon that you can pick up to take out like tanks and shit.
Yep.
Why do we still have free aim rocket launchers that you can just walk around with? You can take out almost any kill streak with just your gun now. You don't need a rocket launcher.
They did make them that weak, which is the funnier part.
Mm-hmm. Like, you don't need a rocket launcher anymore. Most kill streaks, if it doesn't take one clip from an AR, it'll take like the whole clip from an LMG and it's done.
Yeah.
It's 2020, dog. We don't need rocket launchers. Get them shits out of the game.
Get them the fuck out of here.
But my whole thing was Valhalla and their stamina bars was, I don't think it's a good idea. For the horse, at least. The horse one, I don't think is a good idea. I'm a little skeptical about this game. Just a little. Because it's kind of like the same way I felt about Odyssey. Mm-hmm. Where, like, you heard it was going to be Spartans, but it's an Assassin's Creed game. Like, how do you mix Spartan with Assassin?
We said the same thing about that and Origins. They proved us wrong with both of them games.
No, Origins, I could see it. Because Origins, I could. Origins, it was just like he used to be a warrior or something.
Yeah.
I could see it with that game.
I couldn't. Well, it's probably because I'm ignorant when it comes to like Egyptian history and culture for the most part. I just know mostly about like the gods and things of that sort, obviously, right? Yeah. But I didn't know too much about that. But how they did it made sense. Same thing with like Odyssey or whatever. So they're tying it in rather well. So if they do it with
just curious and worried how they're going to do it with Vikings. Yeah, that is my whole thing.
I mean, who knows? There might be a twist or something where they talk about the Templar and whatnot.
Hopefully. That was another thing watching TBH's review on it. Is like the 3 hours that I got to play, I'd never heard even a hint about Templars.
I feel like they're saving it. That's
and
why.
Hopefully, that was his other. He was like, they might be saving it. I don't know.
Yeah.
He always prefaced it with, it was an early build, and I might just not have gotten to the. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. They put me somewhere in the story. I don't know where I am in the story. I'm just there.
Yeah. I get it.
So. You could start out pretty much as an assassin and then turn into a Viking, possibly. I don't know.
We don't know. I just know I'm copping. I want to play it.
I'm very curious. I'm very curious and very
Precautious.
precautious, wary of how are they going to mix assassins with Vikings. But they did it with Spartans, so I'll give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt and say they can still do it.
Let's just hope they go 3 for 3.
Hopefully.
I'm looking forward to this game. I'm not gonna hold you. I actually am looking forward to this game, even with the
I
stamina
don't want
bar
it to be
and whatnot.
Black Flag. I don't like as much as Black Flag was not necessarily a bad game. It just didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like T-Bitch put it best. It felt like a pirate game with Assassin's Creed on the title. Because
Pretty much.
I just don't want that. I don't want it to be a Viking game that the only reason that Assassin's Creed is on the title is so that they can sell it.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I feel that for sure.
That's
definitely.
my only.
Most definitely.
Hopefully.
We just gotta pay attention and just hope for the best at this point, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and move on real quick. Biggie has not got to play this game. Rambo and I played a little bit. Hyperscape, Ubisoft's
go ahead,
VR. I ain't gonna hold you. This game is fun. I suck. I'm horrible at this game, but I have fun at this game, and I'm bad at it. That's how I know a game is good. I'm having fun being bad.
Have you downloaded it, Biggie?
I don't think he has yet. He's gonna have to.
Nah, not yet. I'll download it though.
It's fun. I'm horrible at the game. Dudes is already beast at it, which is kind of irritating, but it's definitely fun. I definitely like it. I'm actually surprised how they like. I'm actually surprised on how there's gonna be if this game actually stays like where it's at, like with its potential, where we have BRs that all play differently, have like their own unique charm to them. I'm actually enjoying that now. Well, go ahead, Rambo.
Facts.
This game is fun as shit. Cannot lie. I enjoy getting my ass kicked in this game, bro. Like, I didn't even have this much fun on Spellbreak, and I still play that game. Biggie don't really play anymore. I still play that, but anyway, this game is not like other battle royales. In ways it is, but it's not. The upgrade system of your weapons. If you don't upgrade your weapon, you getting fucked quickly. They got a pistol in there that you don't have to aim. All you have to do is put the person inside the square and hold the trigger, and it will blast that person. It don't do that much damage, but it's a mad OP gun in this.
That is something that would piss me off because that's what pisses me off with Overwatch with Winston.
So it does not do that much damage.
But that's the same thing with Winston. That's what I'm saying.
One thing I like about this game is, depending on how far you are from somebody and the gun you're using, your gun will not do as much damage as you think it will do. Because up close, that gun does 6 damage. You get 50, 60 yards per person, and you shoot. You say, what's the fire rate?
Mm-hmm. Like, does it shoot fast? No, like, does it shoot fast or like really fast or just like?
Yes and no.
Because, like I said, that
it's not a really fast. It's not really fast. It's not faster than like a R301 or anything like that. It's not faster than a burst or anything like that. It's a real like type of
medium fire rate. Right.
Yeah, like it's not real fast, but it's one of those guns that you can chop somebody at a distance, and once you get up close to them, switch to your other gun and really do the damage. Like, that's just to keep the pressure on them with that one. Like, if they're trying to heal, and you just pat, or really early game with it, and you just trying to get the kill and move on to somebody else. That's a really good gun for stuff like that. It's probably not gonna be the best gun for late. Even if you level it up, it's still not gonna be that great, because I don't think it increases the damage, even if you level it all the way up. But like that gun, the most OP gun in this game, still the LMG. that LMG chops. It only does 4 damage.
But it let off.
But that whole let off, and if you can hit, this game is hip fire. This is nothing but hip fire.
So it's like Apex but on steroids. All right, good enough.
Yeah, like this game is hip fire. You ADSing does not really help you in this game at all. The only gun you really need to ADS with is the goddamn sniper.
For obvious reasons.
Oh, so it's definitely like Halo. Good to know.
So this game, it's a really hard learning curve. Just trying to figure out how you want to play. Cause I'm the type of person, I use health. My 3 power ups I use: health, the wall, or armor. Teleport.
Mm-hmm.
That's just having those kind of combinations where you can do certain stuff to escape or push a team. Like imagine us pushing a team, they see us coming, I throw up a big ass fucking wall. Then we teleport to the top of the wall. We in the air looking down on them niggas and just shooting down at them, bro.
The game is unique.
Biggie can drop the mine on them because they got a mine power up. You can drop the mines on them while you in the air, while we coming down. Dog, the type of shit that you can do in this game is crazy.
I'm actually impressed with how they did it feels unique. It feels unique.
It's definitely unique. Like there's some stuff like the weapons. I'm not gonna lie, the weapons feel very Apex-ish.
Yeah, the AR looks like the R301.
The AR definitely looks like an R301, and it shoots like one.
Yeah,
and it's stable like one.
Yep.
There's the high pistol. I forgot what it's called.
The SMG looks like
that's the wingman. That's gonna be Biggie's gun.
The SMG alternator. That's what one of the SMGs look like too.
They have one that looks like an alternator, and it looked like a Uzi. To be honest, it looked like a straight up Uzi. That shit lit. Like this gun is the guns are very Apex. You can tell with their own little twist to it, but the gameplay, the power ups and shit like that. And to be honest, my favorite thing about the game is not even the game itself. It is the things that the game has with it. When you stream on Twitch,
oh yeah, they can choose like the alternator thing.
Pick the event that you are going to do. So they have a low gravity event. They have a game where I forgot what the other mode is. I think it's like only certain guns or some shit like. But they got like different shit that they can do that your viewers can interact with the game while just watching you play. Your viewers can get XP just for watching the streams.
Yep.
If you get a win, your viewers get more XP.
It's dope.
For just watching your stream. So stuff like that, you've never seen stuff like that from a game, especially a brand new game that just came out. And this is something that they implemented from day one when they dropped the beta.
Yeah, Ubisoft definitely came out swinging with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This game is very unique. It is a very fun game. I am thoroughly impressed. The only issue I have with this game is the fucking wait time to get into games. I'm not sure if they fixed it.
I hope they do.
I don't know.
Drop, so it's still in beta right now.
I actually want to look right now. I want to see how many people are playing Hyperscape. Because this game, it was like, see, like right now, it's only 8K people playing this game. I mean, watching this game. Because I'm pretty sure they have yet to fix the servers. Until they fix the servers, this game is not going to pop. 8K servers for a game that just dropped out, it just came out, and this game was popping before they released the open beta. So that's telling you something mechanical is wrong with this game. Other than that, this game is fun, bro. I'm telling you, this game is fun. Biggie, I cannot wait till you download it so we can actually play it. because I really want to see
I'm
how you
downloading
feel
it.
about
And here's hoping that I can actually get into a game.
It's solid, but
But don't play it now. Wait till we done.
let me go ahead and let's go
I
ahead.
said
and
I'm downloading,
Let's go ahead
sir.
and wrap this thing on up with the final game on my notes. That was somewhat worth noting. Far Cry 6. Anybody want to go first?
So, my opinion is very simple. The story and how they had that man show up. One, worst dad in A. Don't ever hand your son a fucking grenade and expect a child to actually pay attention.
Yeah, put some respect on my nigga Goku's name, dog.
It's like Goku
Worst
finally got
dad in
beat.
A, dog. Goku is... So that's real quick. Goku ain't even the worst dad in anime. Hey, you watch Baki. Yujiro is a worse dad than Goku. Yujiro is trying to beat his son's ass.
That nigga's the GOAT.
Hey, listen,
He's
man.
a goat, but like,
he's trying to do it for the betterment of his child.
hey,
Facts.
Yujiro is the GOAT, but he is definitely one of the worst dads in anime.
He's definitely an asshole. He's just like you, Ichigo dad though. Ichigo dad always trying to beat his ass.
No, completely different level.
That was reach.
Yeah, that. Hey, stretch before you reach.
Hey, don't use my shit. That's crazy.
Because that was definitely a reach. But nah, Yujiro, definitely one of the worst dads in A. Who else? I just had a name in my head. Luffy's dad. What? He just left his son. He just left the nigga. Left his son, and then got his best friend and let his son think one of his best friends has been dead for years. Luffy's dad, one of the worst dads in A. Yujiro, one of the worst dads in A when it comes to anime. I'm gonna do one more and then I'm going back to what I was saying. I can even think of what other anime have I seen. Seven Deadly Sins. Meliodas' father. Worst fucking dad in anime. But what was it? Oh, the story looks lit for Far Cry, but that trailer or whatever they showed, that was definitely all CGI. So I don't know what the game's gonna look like.
Probably like a normal Far Cry game, to be honest.
I just hope it ain't trash. Because the way that they started off that story, that shit look hot. Not gonna lie to you. Like the I don't remember the actual actor's name that's playing that villain. But
yeah, I don't remember buddy's name. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, but he definitely like the last time we had a good villain in Far Cry like that was Voss.
That motherfucker was different on the real.
Dog. But this looks like it could be like he could be just as good. Because I'm not gonna lie, Far Cry 4, that villain, he was man.
It's funny because when you really look back on it, he really wasn't a villain.
Yeah, he wasn't. The nigga wasn't gonna let you do what you wanted to do if you would have just sat there and waited. You just had to go deal with something, and then you had to be the asshole who didn't listen. Go be nosy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just hoping. Villain looks like he's gonna be lit. Story looks like it can be lit. The only worry is gameplay. I know the premise. We all know the kind of the gameplay you're gonna get with a Far Cry game.
Right.
We all understand that. But I don't want it to play like every other Far Cry game, if that makes sense.
You're hoping that they do something new at some point.
Yeah, I'd want something different. Because especially after what they did with like 4, Primal, 5, and New Dawn. All of those damn near the same game.
I feel that.
It's just Primal and 4 are pretty much the same location, just one has extinct animals on it. 5 and New Dawn are literally the same location.
New Dawn was nothing but DLC. We ain't letting that go to try to sell the full game.
Yeah. Hey, Woo, you ain't gonna get a disagreement out of me, because I definitely said that about. You don't agree with it, but I definitely said that about Battlefield Hardline. That shit was DLC, dog. But yeah, Far Cry 5 and New Dawn could have been the same fucking game. Could have just been like a $20, $30 DLC.
You're not going to forget that Primal was
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. 4 and Primal are the exact same map.
Fucking map. It wasn't even a different map. It was just a different layout over the exact same map.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 4 and Primal are the exact same map, just one has extinct animals on it. And so I'm hoping with this game that it's something different. Like, because the environment that you're going to be in looks very different from what we're all used to for Far Cry, because usually, even for 5, because even though it took place in America, it was still like out in the wilderness. Like, usually with a Far Cry game, you're usually out with the animals and shit. Always out in the middle of nowhere. This one looks like it's taking place in the middle of a city. So it does look interesting. Just don't fuck it up.
I don't really have anything towards it, because granted, I've never been a Far Cry fan or anything.
It's never been like you have to play the game.
Yeah, I've honestly never fully played a Far Cry. I've played some of them and enjoyed some of them, but I got bored having too fast. Like, it just wasn't for me.
What game?
Far Cry.
Oh, you never got into Far Cry? I just came back.
Nah, I never really got into Far Cry. I played Far Cry 3.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Far Cry 3, but I didn't beat it or anything. I got bored. I got bored halfway through it.
That's crazy. That's crazy considering that you like Fable. Not to say like they're the same, but they had like the same kind of like open world, like not even. I was probably never say Fable, but like the OG Red Dead, like the first Red Dead. Because I mean, to be honest, Far Cry, it was another one of those games where I literally would hunt animals for hours.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. It just probably. I probably would like it now if I probably went back and played it. I'd probably like it a whole lot more. And it's definitely on my list. It's not like I own multiple Far Cry. I haven't played it. I really did. I think I have 2, 3. I have 4. Sadly, I have Primal.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
And I have, what is it, New Dawn?
I don't talk about that one either.
But I have it, so I just haven't played them. Like, sat down and really played them. But I'm not feeling any type of way towards this game. At some point, I'll probably play it. I'll probably watch videos. Like Chase is probably do a walkthrough on it and stuff. I know we will probably do a walkthrough of some sort.
Yes, sir.
So I'll probably watch that before I play it. As far as the trailer goes, the trailer look good. Obviously, it's just a bunch of fucking CGI with no gameplay or anything like that. The story looked like it's gonna be. To be honest, the story really gave me Assassin's Creed vibe.
Break it down.
And I don't know why I feel like the guy that they have in there as the protagonist would be a really good protagonist in an Assassin's Creed game.
I would also say you have to remember a lot of the Ubisoft world is connected.
Yeah, true. But I just got really real Assassin's Creed vibes, like early Assassin's Creed vibes, like Ezio Assassin's Creed vibes from it.
I know what you mean.
Like, it really felt like, what's the one where you start off as a little kid
That's
Brotherhood?
three.
Was that Brotherhood or was that?
No, not three. It's starting out as a kid, like for an Assassin's Creed game.
Like you were going through a castle chasing a little girl or something.
That
That
was
was
Unity.
Unity.
That was Unity.
That was Unity.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the kind of feeling I'm getting from this shit. Like it feels real Assassin's Creedy for me.
I will
just
say.
looking at the CGI and type shit.
I will say though,
Unity's story was good. It was the other shit that fucked up.
we ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I will say though, as far as that goes, like on the story, I see what you get with the Assassin's Creed thing. But my thing about like watching it was it kept I don't know, probably because I don't really know how to explain it, but basic storytelling or whatever. I was kind of already starting to figure out the story a little bit, but that's not to take away from the actor. I guarantee he probably did his thing on that, but I'm a little worried about it. Probably because Assassin's Creed 5 was just so Assassin's Creed. God damn it, Rambo. But Far Cry 5 was just so ass to me story wise. So I'm a little. That's like the main thing that has me like worried. That's
I
the
want to
main
go on
thing.
the rant because I know you also want to do it. Woo. Assassin's Creed 5. Nah, jeez, Far Cry 5.
Blame Rambo.
The ending for Far Cry 5 is bullshit. I love a game that has a lose-lose scenario. I love movies that have like you're going like either way you lose or like a plot twist to where the actual ending is that the main character lost. I like stuff like that. But I like it when it's done right. Like it didn't even give you like it's going to be a lose-lose scenario.
Yeah, like Outlast.
You don't get to
shit.
you don't get to choose how you go out. It's just you thought that you won and then they hit you with bullshit and you lost.
Right.
I don't like that. I don't like when I feel like I got bullshitted out of a win.
I won. Give me my money.
That's exactly what happened, dog. You can do nothing for what was it, 5 minutes and win. You can play through the
do
whole
nothing for 5 minutes and
game
win.
and choose to kill him, and you still don't kill him, or choose to let him live. He does the same thing. So you essentially did the same thing as you would have got if you would have waited for 5 minutes. The ending was ass.
That one, and in 5, you could have literally just not arrested him in the beginning, and that was the end of the story.
And that's the same ending that you would have got if you would have did the same thing at the end of the game.
So at the end of the game, you still lose.
The game was so ass. Oh yeah, they somehow got their hands on a fucking nuke. Nigga, what?
Yeah, those type of endings are very annoying. Like I said, a lose-lose scenario, I'm fine with that for like the ending of the game. Because it's like, at least I get to choose how I go out. Like, was there a Call of Duty story that did that? It was a lose-lose scenario?
Can't think of it.
Can't think of it either. But, lose, like, where it's like, alright, either I get killed by these people or I'm arrested. So either way, I'm something bad is gonna happen. At least let me choose how I go out. Let me choose how I lost at least. Don't let me think I'm a win and then bullshit me at the end. Cause now I fucking hate your game.
Yep, I hate that game now. That game could lick ass.
But
Ooh, another one was Assassin's Creed. Was it 3? I think it was when they finally killed off what's his name, Desmond. That ending, fucking bullshit. Nigga died by touching some shit.
I still feel like getting rid of Desmond in general was like it was a major L. Fucking.
It was a horrible idea because they just ended the whole storyline like that. Like they had nowhere else to go after that. Remember that's when it was like kind of in that weird spot. It's like that was when Black Flag. That right after that was Black Flag. They were trying to figure out where to go with next.
Yeah, trying to find a new character to carry fucking Assassin's Creed shit. Like
because they got rid of the whole because it was like you had the in-game the virtual world of Assassin's Creed, and then you had Desmond in his real life where he'd actually learned some of the moves. Like so you had two different pretty much realities that you got to explore in the Assassin's Creed games, and then they just got rid of it. Because they killed off the one character that let you do it.
Ubisoft do not fun with that. In so many ways, do not fun with the fucking bad.
Also, will also say with Far Cry feeling like Assassin's Creed, doesn't Far Cry have their own version of Eagle Vision already?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna assume everybody in Far Cry is also an assassin at that point. Because Eagle Vision, that is the one thing I will say. That is usually how they connect their worlds, and they definitely did it. I remember with Watch Dogs 2, because you could kill a guy that actually worked for Abstergo.
Yeah.
But almost all their games have some sort of Eagle Vision. So they're all still connected in some sort of way.
Well,
So
Wrapping
even if it
everything
gives
else?
Assassin's Creed vibes, yeah.
nah, Rambo, you good?
Rambeezy, you got
Oh,
anything else to say?
You got anything else to say, my nigga?
oh no, I'm good on that. Yeah, I'm good on that. I said what I had to say about that game.
Alright.
Pretty much we're all in consensus of they better not fumble the fucking bag.
Yeah, just don't
Because that
fumble the
story
fucking
looked
bag.
like it could be lit.
Like that's my only thing with everything that they put in this conference or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Do not fumble the bag because it's not like you announced anything that was asked. As long as you do what you're supposed to do as a company, we good. We ain't got shit to worry about. But
Alright.
it's Ubisoft.
Well, let me go ahead and get everybody's, 2K ratings. What would you give 2K's 2K? What would you give Ubisoft's event, Biggie?
Like a rating or a grade?
Rating, grade, whatever you want to do.
Alright. I'm going to just do a 9. I'm not 9 out of 10 G's. I'm going to just do a 1 through 10. So if I were to give them a rating 1 through 10, I would give it, because it wasn't bad. I will say showing all those mobile games.
Back to back, by the way.
Yeah, back-to-back mobile games was kind of like, because
They
I know
definitely
people
cucked
play
everybody.
mobile games, but it's,
They definitely cucked everybody with that,
Yeah.
what's the Sam Fish thing.
mm-hmm. But like, I know people play mobile games. Some mobile games are actually very fun. But I do not come to a gaming conference to hear about a fucking mobile game. Unless the company is known for making mobile games. I don't go to Ubisoft to figure out what's the next game they're going to put out on my iPhone that I can download. I don't care. Show me the games that you know everybody here came for. You could show these on ads for the same thing.
Yeah.
So with that, I would give it like a 7. I want to say 6.7. 6.7. 6.7 out of 10. Can't give them fully a 7.
Okay. Rambo?
It didn't pass. No, I won't say they didn't pass. They didn't fail. He showed us a bunch of shit we pretty much already knew about. So I'm really just going to 5. I'm not going 5. You didn't pass. You didn't sell the bag, but you didn't really.
Security.
The only reason I even watched the conference was for fucking Hyperscape. Cannot lie. And I already knew that was coming out. So, it wasn't all that. It was cool. I showed some Assassin's Creed gameplay, Watch Dogs, all that stuff, all that shit. I cannot lie. It should have been a tweet. It could have been a tweet. This whole conference, once again, could have been a fucking tweet, a series of tweets. But I appreciate y'all giving me Watch Dogs 2 for free.
I will say, as a rebuttal, not even as a rebuttal, I did like that they showed gameplay.
For sure.
Because,
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it should have been a tweet, because to Biggie's point, I definitely agree with that. At least there's like the one good thing that came out of like this whole pandemic shit is they can't bullshit us with fancy words and shit with these conferences. You feel me? They can't just stand up there, crowd yelling that
They
they probably
can't
paid
bring
to have up
Keanu
there.
Reeves up and then show us a game that ain't never. Be quiet.
Shut your mouth. But they can't like sit there and like give like a bunch of fancy words, sit there have like a little moment of silence, while the crowd yells and screams. Even though most of the people they have up there is like they're already their devs and shit. We ain't gonna talk about it, but they actually have to just get to the point, which is what we've always been saying for like the longest time, like since like the last E3. Get to the point. Show us the games. Like,
they like to show a whole bunch. They like to get shock value for the people that they bring out and all the big words they use, and then they show the game, and it's like, that was it.
Hey, we got dragons.
facts.
Nah. It wasn't. No, that shit was.
Nigga said,
Niggas came to a conference to talk about updating dragons into the game.
nigga said, we got dragons.
Hey, after that, I was like, Bethesda, y'all ain't shit.
Oh.
Y'all came to a conference to talk about dragons.
I'm thinking Bethesda gonna announce a multiplayer for Rage 2. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said,
Dragons.
got dragons.
We got dragons now, and everybody's just like, all right, whatever.
This game has been out for what, 6 years or more? And you talking about we got some fucking dragons? If you don't get the fuck out my
I still gotta
God.
play that game, by the way. I still gotta actually get into that game.
The Elder Scrolls Online.
Yep, it's been out for 6 years.
Yeah. The fact that they came to a game conference, we're supposed to be we're supposed to be announcing a whole bunch of new shit. You can talk about updates if that's what you got to talk about. If they're big updates, like huge changes to games,
Like
But to come
Warframe
to a
level
conference-
updates.
yeah. But to come to a conference and to talk about just dragons, like that's all you had, my nigga. You had dragons.
And for people that don't really know about Elder Scrolls, let me explain Elder Scrolls to you. It's a magical, mystical land. Why the fuck was dragons not in it anyway?
Like dragons weren't in the
are
game
you
to
telling
begin
me
with.
6
dumbass.
years later that to a mystical land that you have now added dragons? You stupid motherfucker. Huh?
I remember that because I think I'd stayed just to see, like, maybe they'll talk about something cool. And I
It was
remember
me and you
roasting
watching it.
Yeah, and I remember I started roasting the fuck out because, like, y'all
We
niggas
was-
just sat here
we
talking
was
about
all
dragons.
crying. We was in the call crying when them niggas said dragons. Because them niggas was looking around like niggas was finna go crazy. Niggas was like,
It was like
The fuck?
when they was talking about, what was it, Devil May Cry, when they were talking about they was gonna bring out a mobile game and they thought niggas was gonna be happy about it.
Oh, we ain't gonna
yo,
talk about
because the way they lined us up was, it looked like it was finna be another Devil May Cry.
And
And
then
Devil
they
May
said it
Cry
was
5
mobile.
had just came out. So to be announcing DLC or announcing that you're doing something else with Devil May Cry, niggas was like, oh, bet. And them niggas said iOS and Apple.
And
The
the whole
fuck?
crowd
Yes.
booed. The whole crowd. Yo, that was the first time I had seen a whole crowd boo in response, like in unison in response
Yo.
to something a developer said.
Hey, also, boo!
The
Like, the closest thing that
Bethesda
was-
be getting worked at their conferences is crazy.
No, but the closest thing to what happened in that moment was when what was it? Was it? No, it was Samsung. It was somebody was talking about their phone, the folding phone, and how much that shit cost. That was because everyone was like, "Ooh, shit, that's expensive." They said that price, and everyone was like, it looked good, but shit.
Down payment on a fucking car.
Nigga said, how? But dog, they talked about Dragon. I'll say that Ubisoft's conference has never been that bad. I'll give them at least that. Ubisoft, PlayStation, Microsoft, and Nintendo, they've never had a conference that bad.
No, usually 9 times out of freaking 10, it's Bethesda.
Because Bethesda, I don't get why. I think us and other groups on YouTube, I think GI and all that, I'm pretty sure everyone is in agreement. Like, why does Bethesda have their own conference?
Bethesda as well as PC, there's a PC one, because apparently they fall
Yeah,
sick of that
'cause-
shit.
Because all they do is talk about nerd shit. All we do is talk about nerd shit that no one cares about. Like, it's cool to announce a new graphics card. It's like, all right, cool. But to then do pretty much what a PC conference is that PS5 conference. That's the PC conference. Like, no, I'm not here for this.
I cannot lie, yo. Them PC conferences. Why the fuck is you live streaming this, man? Why?
No, you can just announce. Because most of the time it's like, yeah, we got this new processor, this new graphics card, we got new this, new that. It's like, all right, cool. You could have just made this a tweak. Why am I sitting here learning all the different ins and outs of these things? I just need them to work, my nigga. Like, I'm not that big of a nerd.
PlayStation, we still not off your ass. You gave us that long ass press conference.
Hey,
Y'all talking about SSDs for an hour, dog.
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half of talking about SSDs and then 30 minutes of explaining why you can't do backwards compatibility.
and it was all cap. Like,
and you
no.
Here's
the worst part. Well, I think he was talking about it. What were we talking about it?
Probably.
I don't remember, but no. It was Chase podcast, the GMG podcast. They were talking about that PlayStation just filed a patent, and it looks like to do backwards compatibility, they're going to have it as like a streaming service.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to rebuy the games.
I knew that was gonna happen.
So instead of just doing backwards compatibility normally, to try to make a quick buck off of people and to try to finesse their community, they're going to bring it out as a streaming service. So that you have to spend money to buy the same games that you already have in your house.
yeah.
I'm telling you, I'll go back to buying the goddamn. Let me find out I can do this shit fine with a disc. They don't want to do that because they know niggas still got them discs.
Oh yeah.
Hey, and then like the new consoles come out and everybody's throwing their PS4 away. Nah, we gonna keep this for a little bit.
Hey, it's not even like niggas still ain't throwing away their PS3s, their Xbox 360.
Yeah, I still got mine.
No.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah, it's like niggas ain't throwing shit away that quick. It's like when I throw some shit away, that means I have not had any intention of using it in the past year and a half, 2 years. After that, it's like, why do I still have this? It's just collecting dust at this point.
Fact.
But them niggas talked about SSDs for an hour and a half and then bullshitted on why they can't do backwards compatibility. So they can, as Chase calls it, they make a problem so that they can sell you the solution.
Yeah.
They make a problem of trying to. Yep.
I knew this was gonna happen. I called it. I knew they were gonna put that bitch in the streaming service.
Apple does that shit all the time.
Apple's most egregious one was definitely when they took away the headphone jack and then sold everybody that fucking dongle. Like, y'all niggas could have just kept the headphone jack. They was like, yeah, no more headphone jack. But
Nah. It's not. Apple is not the most egregious, bro.
no, I'm saying the most egregious that they did. I'm saying the most egregious that Apple did.
Nah,
that was the most egregious.
The most egregious is when the fucking 3DS came out. And Nintendo said Nintendo did not put a charger in there. They said we expected y'all to have the charger from the fucking 2DS. I cannot lie. I wanted to fight every Asian I saw, dog. I was like, yo, go talk to them niggas, dog, because this is absurd. How the fuck you gonna not put a charger in the fucking pack with a damn console, you son of a...
No, we just thought y'all would have them. So what if I never bought the 2DS?
Exactly.
Like a lot of us did, my nigga. Like,
you know what they said? This is what they said. Well, you can go get you a charger for $39.99.
Like, well, you can suck my dick for free.
Yo,
hey, I'm charging for balls. It's DLC.
Dog, Nintendo is one of the best, shittiest companies ever, dog.
They definitely be ahead of the curve, like in a lot of things. At the same time,
And they
somehow
get
be
stumped on that same curve.
Yeah, like how do you do that, dog?
How do you
imagine being the first nigga to step over the curb, and then some nigga, then you do something, and then you trip back down, and now you're getting stomped on by all the niggas that's walking past you on the curb. Nigga said,
That
I
shit
cannot
is-
believe that bullshit, dog. Them niggas really did
Some of
not
the
put
most-
a charger in the fucking. Yo, I thought, when I got my 3DS, dog, I was like, I bet, got my 3DS, man, killing it. Hey, I opened the box. I said, all right, cool. It's like, you know how when you get new shit that got a charge, you got to charge it first before you play it.
Mhm.
So most niggas put that bitch on the charger and play it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right, I got my outlet right next to the bed. Where the charger at?
Ain't
I
no
say, yo, where the
charger,
charger at? So I go
No
looking at
charger.
the box, and I'm like, yo, you know where it say this and this is included, right? Blah blah
Mhm.
blah. So I'm looking, all right, boom, 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 game system, stylus, boom, bop. You know what I'm saying? That shit said on the box, yo. Charger not included. Excuse me?
Man, Rambo sat there in disbelief. I know.
Hey, like a black parent when they catch you doing something stupid. Now I know.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I know you. Yo, so I ended up, you know what I'm saying? Boop, 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 boop. I get on Google. No charger with 3DS. Nigga, Reddit is going dumb. Nigga, Nintendo puts out a thing. We thought y'all would have the 2DS charger. Hey, yo, I ain't never took a console back to the store so fast. I said, yo, give me my money back, man. He said, man, yo, give me my money back.
Nah.
Why you don't want it, man?
Don't worry about it.
I said, this bullshit don't even come with a charger. They said, what? This shit don't come with a charger.
Hey, that'd be especially GameStop because a lot of them are actually gamers and they ain't bought it yet. And you come back talking
Oh, no,
about
see, I bought it from Walmart.
Even there, some of them be gamers too if they work in electronics. Like this shit ain't come with a charger. It's like, and they was thinking about buying it. It's like, the fuck you mean it ain't come with a charger?
Hey, you playing, right? I know you playing.
I swear to God, bro, I was so mad. I was hurt, dog. I was for real hurt.
Oh my god.
Bro looked and said, I know. Did I just get scammed? I must got punked. I had
Yo,
just got punked.
dog. I thought it was. I was about to say malfunction. I thought I got a bad order. I thought I got a bad one. I was like, I need to go back to the store. I need to get another one because this one don't got a charger in it. Fucking bitch said ain't no charger included with this. That's like when your mom gets you a new toy on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't buy no fucking batteries. But now you gotta wait. Now you just rolling your toy car up and down the fucking down the kitchen floor because that bitch ain't got no batteries. You just sitting there making vroom noises. Vroom. Mom, when we go into Dollar General, I need some batteries. Man.
You ain't getting no damn batteries.
Then she hits you with the we going after dinner. You know what I'm saying? That thing, you lying motherfucker. You ain't going after dinner. After dinner, you gonna sit your fat ass on that couch.
Man, like, we ain't getting no batteries. Making all
That's
that
when you take the
goddamn noise
batteries
in my
out the
house.
remote and you forget to put them bitches back in and your mom go sit down on the couch and the remote will.
And she knows you took them too.
Huh?
They died. What you mean they died?
She opened the back and batteries is gone. Boy, you don't get my goddamn using up my damn batteries.
Huh?
That was one of the worst. That was the most annoying thing as a child. Like when on Christmas, like your aunt or uncle gets you a toy that takes batteries, and you was asking for this and you love it, and you see your parents' face and they is pissed off because they know how much noise that toy make, and they was hoping no one got it for you.
Hey,
and they can't be no ass. And they can't be no asshole on Christmas and be like, nah, you can't have that. Cause now you just look like an asshole in front of everybody.
Yo, the Bop It toy. I had the Bop It toy for like a good 3 hours. I promise to you, that toy went missing the next day. I could not find it. To this day, I asked my mom, where is my Bop It toy? She cannot tell me where that toy went. She would not tell me.
She threw that shit in the garbage when you fell asleep.
Smooth in the trash. God, I was having fun with Bop It, twist it, whip. Oh, yo, I was in that bitch lit. Gone. I was in there bopping and twisting it at 4 o'clock in the morning. Bopping.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That was your own damn fault. Then. See, you fucked up. You went across.
Man, hell no,
you
man.
was up at 4 in the morning.
Listen, I had asked my mom for that toy multiple times. She always told me no. So I asked my uncle to get it for me. My uncle got it. When I pulled it out the box, I seen my mom's face, and she looked at my uncle. She was like, "I should beat your ass." As a child, I now know she was throwing that bitch away regardless. That shit hurt. That shit hurt like hell.
Because you know, as you get older, you start to realize, because you do it with your own siblings, your parents, siblings, your aunts, uncles, they was doing that shit to piss off your parents.
All facts.
They knew that you weren't supposed to, that they didn't want you to have that toy. They didn't want you to have this or that. But you ain't my child, so I'm gonna get you what I want to get you.
Hey, that's why
and they gonna have to deal with it.
Grandparents came in clutch.
Once again, that's my grandbaby. You can't take his toy away. You can't tell him he can't play with it.
Or you want to see
You just
me.
gonna
I'm
have
like,
and you just gonna have to deal with it. You just got to deal with that.
Grandma be like, you leave that boy alone. Yeah. It's like that. It's different out here. You ain't got no powers in this house. Now, I have to go home, which we ain't gonna talk about it. But I'm leaving my toys here. You about to have my shit come up missing. Facts. But Rambo, what would you give? So you said you gonna give him like a solid 6, 7, 5. I'll give him a solid 7. Cause the 3 games that I was looking at, they showed me a little something. Actually, I'll take that back. The 2 games I was looking for showed me something. Hyper Escape surprised me because I did want to play it. I just never got to it, and I finally did actually have fun. And then Far Cry 6 does have probably some potential, but they didn't show us too much. But Watch Dogs Legion and Valhalla for me really did put that on his back because I'm probably the most excited for Valhalla more than anything.
I'm most excited for Legion.
Legion does look like fun too.
Because obviously it's a continuation from Watch Dogs 2, because I'm pretty sure it's still Dead Set and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So if they still have the same, because even they're showing some of the parkour and shit, it's like, I that was one of my favorite parts. Fuck all the hacks and shit. Being able to traverse a world like that, because it's not like Assassin's Creed where, yeah, it's a big world, but it's a whole bunch of old shit.
Right.
In Watch Dogs, it's like Assassin's Creed, but modern era. So it's nice to be able to traverse around a world that you could see in today's society versus the Renaissance era.
I feel that.
Even though I also will say this had to do with Hyperscape. When I was watching the initial stream that PBH did of it when they first started playing it, no, I was watching Gypsy's stream. They definitely copy and pasted some of the architecture from the Assassin's Creed games, because the chapel that they have in that game is definitely from Unity. I vividly remember that one in Unity. So they definitely copy and pasted a whole bunch. I'm not mad at it. It was just like they definitely copy and pasted a lot of this from like Assassin's Creed.
Hey.
Like, I wish they wouldn't have just copied and pasted. I wish they would say, "Hey, this is from Assassin's Creed. Name it what it was named in Assassin's Creed." Because tell me another battle royale that has shit like that, where you can go to historical gaming places that are in games in a battle royale. That shit would be hot.
Definitely would.
Like, imagine being able to land in a fucking cave where NCO
pretty much just own up to it and let me know that it's from Assassin's Creed.
Like, if you gonna do it. Like, you think niggas gonna, like, yeah, you'll probably catch some slack from some people that are like, oh, you're always doing this, you're always doing that with your games and stuff like that. But like, that's different, you know. Like, it's a, like, no map is like that, bro, where you can go to places where a game in another game in the battle royale. That shit is hot. Like, come on, bro. Like, if y'all gonna do it, freak it a little bit, man.
If y'all gonna do it, just be honest. Tell the nigga the truth. I ain't gonna be mad.
Yeah, man. Just tell me that Primal is the same fucking map, man.
Oh no, I'd be mad about that. Fuck that. Don't even release that game.
Yeah, well, shit. Don't let me get 5 minutes into the game and I already can tell.
Just don't release the game. Very simple.
The game was ass.
Who are you telling?
That was a bad introduction to fucking Far Cry for me. Terrible.
You definitely picked the worst time to even get into that game.
Yo, cause dog, I ain't gonna cap. It was a great concept.
Mm-hmm. But they just copy and pasted the map.
Poor execution, dog.
Mm-hmm. Once again, Ubisoft with their great concepts, poor execution. But it looks like they're finally learning from it. But it seems like the general consensus, the average grade would be like a 6.4.
Roughly.
Yeah, roughly around the 6.4.
Alright, well that's all I got on my show notes. Y'all got anything for your closing statements?
Remember you go first because I gotta think.
I will be streaming Ghost of Tsushima in 30 minutes. If y'all want to pull up and come watch that. I'll put the link in the chat. Got a new emote dropping tomorrow. Make sure y'all pull up for that tomorrow. We climbing the ladder, man. We appreciate everybody that came through, man. Yeah.
Alright, Biggie.
My closing statements is also a little bit of news that I got from Twitter. Rapper Logic announced his retirement and final album. Does anybody care? Just wanted to let it be known. Nigga retiring.
Hold up.
It's true.
Yeah,
I already put it in the group chat.
Mm-hmm. Announced his retirement.
Yeah, his final album will come out next week on Friday. No pressure.
I'm pretty sure he got sick and tired of hearing people clown him.
Dog.
Cause he's definitely retiring early. Excuse the voice crack, but definitely retiring early.
Yo, I can't. Bro, listen. I like a lot of Logic music.
Mm-hmm. I like a lot of old Logic music. After the Incredible True Story, whatever it was named, after that, I could care less.
Like, he started putting out a lot of bullshit verses on his music, bro. Like, early Logic was a really good rapper. Cannot lie to you. Probably after that, like the Suicide album that he had, and like a couple of them songs in there. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog, and y'all killed me for saying this. That nigga is the worst rapper alive, dog.
I still say he's not the worst, but he is
okay, the reason why I call him the worst rapper, because there are some niggas that are definitely worse than him. Definitely. But the talent that Logic has and just completely doesn't use it, and you can tell he's not using his full talent. You can tell that he's just fucking around and doing stupid shit. That's part of the reason why he got into a beef with Jordan Lucas, because you got on his track and started acting stupid.
He got on a track with him and Tech, and yeah, he ain't never.
Yeah, with Tech None, and you started acting stupid, and you got into a beef because of that stupid shit. And your career has just done it. You just continue to do that with your career, and I don't like it, bro. I know the talent that you have, bro. You should definitely be up there with with the top lyricists, especially white rappers. Like, dude, you are that dude. Like, there's Eminem, there's Vanilla Ice, and then there's you. But you keep fucking around. MGK is about to pass you because you with that bullshit.
Fuck that. I'm gonna just say MGK already passed him. I'm sorry. I like.
I can't say that because Logic has a lot of other good music before he started the bullshit. He has way more music than MGK. That's just like
but then my
rebuttal. I thought if we talking about right now, yeah, MGK is definitely past.
Yeah, right now.
I'm talking about all time. No, MGK. Not there yet. But like, I expect more from Logic. That's why I call him the worst rapper fucking alive, because he does such dumb shit. Like, come on, bro. I'm really hoping this album is good. praying.
I imagine it won't be.
I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to it, and I'm going to give it at least 3 listens before I
He
give my
took that
break.
fucking layup. Jesus Christ, Conte.
Oh, also, this nigga ain't support. This nigga ain't paying for the stream, whatever. But my nigga Kyle is dropping his album tonight. I will be listening to that. Make sure y'all go stream, man. This shit.
Nah, don't go stream it because he ain't supporting the stream. I'm gonna listen to it, but I ain't gonna tell y'all to listen to it.
Man, I said go stream it, not buy it.
Nah, he still ain't supporting. Why am I giving him streams if he ain't giving me streams?
That can be arranged.
It really can't, because I don't know the nigga like that.
Well, because he streams, you can go in his stream. He don't be having that many people in there. You can blow that nigga shit up. Give us a shout out on your channel.
Biggie, what's your damn close statement so I can end this shit so I can get my ass in bed?
All right,
Jesus.
my other closing statement would be, I'm hoping that I actually had fun playing Hyperscape, because if I say that game's ass, I might not ever play it again.
Me and Wu like it. Wu likes it. Wu was gonna be the hardest person to get to like it. So.
I'm just hoping. Especially, I better not have a horrible experience with matchmaking, because that'll also turn me off to the game. Because that turned me off to Apex. Was matchmaking took fucking forever.
Man.
But you know, that's neither here nor there. So I'm just hoping that I like the game, and those are my closing statements.
Take us on, Wu.
Alright, well, folks, I appreciate everybody who came through to listen and watch the live podcast. For those who will be listening to the audio version, make sure you stream this thing on Spotify, Apple, Stitch Radio, all that good stuff where you get all your podcasting goods from. As well as if you are listening to this thing on Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate this thing 5 stars, helps us move up in the algorithm, all that good stuff. If you listen on Spotify, share this thing on your Instagram story, your Snapchat, all of that. Support us, damn it, and get our names out there. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to holler at y'all later. And I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast, but we out. Peace.